Hello everybody, this is Make It Better, and this is a morning what if. And this is what if Deku was the Ghost Whisperer part I forgot. So, but I do remember where I left off, and it was off-putting. So let's start at the point where Zuko was finished meeting up with Mirio and Eri. And as he was going back to the dorm, he decided to go over to Hakakuri's room. He knocks on the door, and when Shisei comes in, she was a little surprised, but still happy to see him. And Zuko and her would basically talk to each other all the way till the night. Now, Zuko was about to leave, and they were laying right next to each other, and Hakakuri was falling asleep. That pretty much made Zuko want to leave and go to his bed. But when he was leaving, he was pulled right back by Hakakuri. She basically say in her sleeping tone, "Oh fuck, almost fucking crashed." Wow, that's so... Oh, sorry. I just saw a almost crash, and that is almost terrifying. Oh well. Sorry, I'm like almost used to it because I'm almost been in crashes almost every week. So you get used to it one way or another. Back to the story. Yeah, I'm gonna skip right over that because you guys don't need to know how to avoid. Just have your eyes open. But back in the story, Zuko, in her sleeping state, please don't go, as she goes right back to sleep. And Zuko doesn't want to wake her to do it again, so he took a huge sigh, and hopefully he does not do anything in the middle of the night, and, well, sleep in the same bed. The next day, in the morning, Deku is not awakened first. Who was Hakakuri. And, well, she opened her eyes, realized that she's still holding her hand onto something, but she doesn't know what. It feels soft, but hard at the same time. It's not like that, guys. Don't think of it. When she looks down on her hand, she sees another hand. And when she finds the person that's connected to that hand, she immediately goes beet red, and she's breathing heavily because of this. And the breathing heavily promptly made Zuko wake up. And in his sleeping state, kind of moving his whole body to the side that Hakakuri is, he opened his eyes just barely. He gave a slight smile and say, "Morning, baby. Did you have a good sleep?" And then he went right back to sleep, which made Hakakuri extremely blush and this time scream, which made Zuko wake up, not realizing what he said, and asking Hakakuri if she's okay, did something happen, and all of this. And Hakakuri is asking, "Why are you on my bed?" And Zuko explained last night that she asked him to sleep with her, which Hakakuri does not remember, but is just happy that she had the chance to do it. So she said, okay, and she's pushing Zuko out of her room. Zuko's outside of her room. She closes the door, and Zuko said, okay, as he yawns and walks away into his dorm to dress up. And this is a Saturday. So it was on... no, it was for Friday at that when they fell asleep, and Saturday, sorry, I just get those two messed up. On Saturday, they woke up together. So they had their time of relaxation, so no one was awakened early enough to see this little interaction. But one ghostly figure, and he floated away. Later in that day, well, actually, Zuko was talking to Hakakuri after all of that has happened. After breakfast, they were more about talking and just having a good time to each other. Zuko asked her on another date, which Hakakuri is very happy about. So later down in the day, Zuko and her went out on a date. After their date, it was very romantic and almost average, but that's basically how it is. All the way to where Zuko and Hakakuri just barely avoided a rainstorm that did not came in the forecast. Sorry, I forgot what that was because I don't watch the news. Great. But Zuko said, I don't think we're getting out of there. Shall we? As Hakakuri said, as she's trying to dry off some of a part of her shirt. And is showing something under it. I'll say a pink color. Which Zuko, he did not look, but when he saw something pink, he immediately looked away. Hakakuri grabbed onto his hand and tried to say, I'm ready. Zuko can't say a thing. He can't respond. He is full of images of the first day that he met her officially. Hakakuri does not know what's going on until she looks down and covers herself up with something else and telling Zuko that he's a pervert. After Zuko and Hakakuri got that little moment happening, Zuko actually offered her his jacket because it didn't get wet. As she covers up, Zuko asked her if she would like to go flying in the rain, which she promptly accepted. So, Zuko grabbed onto her, she grabbed right back onto Zuko, made them both intangible, and flew up in the sky. Hakakuri was a little worried that they might get hit by lightning, but Zuko said, don't worry, it never hit me. So I won't let it hit you. Which Hakakuri thinks this was a poor attempt of flattery. But Zuko didn't do it on purpose. As Zuko was getting higher and higher, always and somehow getting into the clouds, she remarked that she'd never been inside of a storm cloud before, and it's so pretty. But Zuko said, you haven't seen anything yet. As he kind of grins, Hakakuri doesn't know what's going on. But Zuko asks her to close her eyes. So she does, and after a moment of silence, she can't hear no raining, no thunder, no lightning, none of that going on. But when she was told to open her eyes, she can only see a sea of clouds and the sun setting down as if it was a sunset, and it was breathtaking. And after that, Zuko, well, he of course reappeared, and so did Hakakuri, and Zuko looked straight at her face after, well, watching her react in that way. And he doesn't know what came of it, but he promptly kissed her the moment that she turned and to look at him. She kissed back, of course, but they were still floating there up up until it turns into night, where the sun is fully gone and the moon is now shining. A moonlight is showing upon them, and it shows a scene of both Zuko and Hakakuri kissing in the most romantic way possible. Her being held as if she was a princess, and him as if he was a true number one hero. After that, and Zuko took her back down, went over to the dorms, and promptly went through the door, not getting a drop on them, which surprised some of the classmates that were there, asking how they did not get a single drop on. Zuko said, well, if he disappeared and reappeared like that, he said, like that. They said, oh, alright, as they move on with their day. Now, after that happened, Hakakuri was talking about all this instance, all the things that has happened in their date with all the girls, all of them. And the girls are extremely jealous, because even Hakakuri took a picture of the set of the sea of clouds and the sun, which it was amazing. It's one of those kind of things that you can't do by yourself. You usually have to be on an airplane, and sometimes those airplanes doesn't do the proper justice. But the next day has passed. Well, let me keep going with this. It was fun. Did this fun for me. As the girls were jealous and seeing the pictures, Zuko actually sent her another picture. And this one showed her and him kissing under the moonlight with a sea of clouds. And she did not know, that he took a picture of that like that. So she showed it off to the girls. And the girls are still saying, aww, as if they were even more jealous, but they really were. Hold on, I'm going on a rocky part. Back on it. Sorry, it was really rocky, and you guys won't be able to hear me as if I went down that road. But the girls were thinking of all their potential boyfriends that they would have asked if they weren't so shy about it. And yep, so they went back to their rooms feeling so jealous, so jealous, that they want to mess with Zuko and Hakakuri, doing a sort of prank, as you may will. But they can't think of anything right now. But it's coming to work. On that very day, on Monday, Aizawa explained the festival, the summer festival coming up, and they had to choose something to do for their class. Everybody was commenting back and forth up until Kaminari said, how about we do a concert and have Jiro become the singer, as everybody was of course on board with this and went along with that. So everybody has the rest of the day to put in details into this. Zuko was the background dancer, as well as the support, also helping out on the side effects, or the side effects, I think that's what's called, but like the lights and showing and everything else backstage basically. And Zuko is explaining all of this to Eri and Mirio when he goes to his daily visits, which now they learn that Eri has never been to one, and also learned that she can't smile, which really breaks their heart to the point where they want to invite her over to UA for this festival, which now Aizawa is going to find a way to have that approved. Over to his classroom, everybody is talking about who's going to take what and everything like that. Zuko already knows where he's going, so he doesn't need to worry about this. But now Juro had to explain what kind of songs or what she had to do and all of that. Up to the day where Eri has a chance to go and meet with Zuko. Muriel tried to make them laugh with his butt showing in the shrub. No one laughing and him being very glum about it. But Zuko cheered him up and asked Eri if she would like to go and look around. As she does. Everything happens in canon up until he goes right back to his classroom. Instead of going with the group of, what was her name? Mina's group, he went over to Kirishima's group, and they have nothing needed for him just yet. So he actually looks over and see Hagakure and just grab her hand. Some of the girls and the guys see this. It's normal, but still shocking at the same time. Hagakure doesn't mind it at all and just hold on tightly to it. As she's still working on whatever project she was working on, or even homework. So after that, Zuko immediately went to, well, not immediately, basically after that moment, after having dinner and talking, he was about to go to his room. But this time, Hagakure grabbed his hand, and everybody else was already in their room, so no one saw this, but one ghostly figure. Hagakure just said nothing as Zuko asked her, does she need anything? But she basically pulled him into her room, closing the door shut, locking it. And Zuko was given some mixed signals, but he does not want to affirm this signal. So he played as if he was the fool. As Hagakure just pushed him down on the bed, Zuko thinks he knows where this is going, but to his surprise, Hagakure lay right on top of him, hugged him extremely tightly to the point where he can feel everything, and even her heart racing. So he learns that this is very difficult even for her. Zuko was about to ask one more question, but Hagakure said, "Shh, can we just stay like this?" And Zuko said, "Sure," as he pets her head, going to sleep. As their little cuddle session went on. But without them both knowing, the ghostly figure came into their room, saddened that nothing happened, but decided to do something interesting. He entered to Zuko's body. I'm making it sound like something's gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen. And did something to Hagakure throughout the whole night. The next day, it's a Monday. The alarm went off. Hagakure woke up, and then Zuko woke up. And Zuko sees nothing different, and said, "Good morning, beautiful," promptly giving Hagakure another blush, and said, okay, that's enough, and asked him to leave, as he does, and go. Hagakure get all full dressed because they're both pretty late to class. Zuko immediately took off and saw how long until classes started, and decided to go right ahead without Hagakure. He went into class with 2 minutes to spare. Everybody was asking what's going on, And where's Hakakure? As Hakakure comes into the door. Aizawa looks to the student and asks the girl, young lady, but I believe you are in the wrong class. As the girl said, what? No, I'm supposed to be here. Wait. And Aizawa said, no, I don't remember you ever being in this class before. As she said, no, but I've been here this whole time. Don't you remember me? As she waved her hands in front of her face, noticing how it's pale, whitish color appearing her, and some of the classmates asking, who's she? Is she a new transfer student? She looks pretty cute. That's all that's going on. Zuko, kind of tired, didn't pay attention, looks up and said, oh, what are you talking about? As they were pointing to her, the girl, as the girl is still arguing with Aizawa. And Zuko said, what are you guys talking about? That's Hakakure. As they say, what? Well, but in the longer term. And Hakakure say, yeah, that's me. I'm Hakakure. You know, the one that was here the whole time? And Aizawa said, Hakakure? As she said, yes. Would you please look down on your hands? And she does, seeing nothing different. Until she noticed that she did not do this on purpose. She has activated her quirk. And somehow she has appeared. Now everybody, even Izuku, even Aizawa, can see her face with no help with Zuko. And she screamed in happy joys throughout the whole class, extremely loud. Even some of the girls are happy about this because now everybody gets to see what Hakakure really looks like without Zuko's help. And they've been asking a bunch of questions on how she can do this and when was she able to do this and all of that. She answered as if she doesn't know. And then Zuko looks over to his ghostly friend and asks him, did you do something? And everybody looks over to Zuko, looking over to a corner, and the ghost appeared and said, yes, I have. I didn't see enough drama last night, so I decided to do something more fun for me. What, you guys don't like it? As Hakakure said, no, I love it. And she's trying to hug the ghost, but she couldn't. Zuko said, if you knew how to do it, then why didn't you do it way before, not now? He's getting a little pissed. Zuko is getting a little pissed that the ghostly figure didn't do it until later. And the ghostly figure said, I didn't want to. I didn't think she would be a good match until now. Which now Hakakure is tearing up in joy that everybody gets to see her and get compliments. I don't know how to say that word. Dang it. But was given praise on how pretty she looks and how they weren't expecting this kind of figure from a invisible girl. The invisible girl. So the sports fest, well, not the summer festival was still going on. And I believe that will be the end for this video. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. And I probably believe the next one will be the last. I think. Probably. Not sure. Bye.